Bloody hell!
Cunt.
Alright, mate.
Twat!
Oi, mate!
In it, governor.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Bullocks!
I'm desperate for a wee.
Sick blood!
Sick!
Oh, piss off.
Oh, she's belping.
What are you saying, bruv?
Oi, my size.
Twat!
England. English people. Okay, to be honest, most of the English people I met so far, they're all crazy. Like, they're all crazy. They go on benders a lot. They drink a lot of alcohol. I think about drugs. I'm so sorry, but all the English people I met before kind of have that image. And I think they're very open about sexual things. I'm so sorry. Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter.
The NHS is usually the first thing that comes into my mind because since traveling I've met a lot of Americans who always complain about paying for healthcare, and I've kind of come to realize how important it actually is for us to have that and keep it and not lose it, which might happen over the next few years. We'll see.
And the accent. I don't know, I just love it. It's so pretty. I would love to have it maybe one day.
First of all, I think of like the food, fast foods, lots of fat, the British breakfast, lots of cider, mostly at Wetherspoons, which I love actually every time I've been there. I love the chocolate Cadbury. Honestly, also like fat people drinking cider in a football stadium and watching soccer, you know, stuff like that.
They're very into the hierarchy. I know there's a big hierarchy system in England, and some of them don't like it, but a lot of them, it's what they know. I did an internship in London, so I've experienced, I guess, kind of English culture for a little bit, but I like the people. They're like New Yorkers with accents. The Tube is better than New York City Tube. And I like Hyde Park, that's my favorite park in London, and Camden Market.
So I was told by a lot of people I've met today that British food is shit. What's your intake on that?
I don't think it's shitty, I think it's very different. I think there's not a lot of spices or the flavor. You know, people look at it as boring, but it's not really boring, it's just bland. I don't think it's that bad.
Gentlemen, London, cup of tea. And British accent. Yeah, that's it.
So Manchester United, drinking tea, the accent, British accent, and saying bollocks, darling a lot. And I pretty like the British accent. I think it's elegant.
We're elegant, are we, darling?
No, just the accent. Thank you.
I think when I think about England, I think lots of alcohol, pubs, like they love to get drunk after work. I think this is the hobby, like the most favorite hobby of British people is to get drunk in pubs. And yeah, perhaps also fries or like unhealthy and undelicious food. Sorry.
British men are like big gentlemen. British men love their girlfriends so much, and so yeah.
Liverpool or Chelsea or Manchester United.
Do you like football?
Yeah, I like football. England people like football. Liverpool, Manchester, Chelsea.
English people. Well, the first thing that pops into my mind is people going to the pub a lot and getting wasted, probably. You got the accent and the Queen, of course. Fish and chips. All the good stereotypical stuff, I don't know. Yeah, I also like a lot of the music scene in England, for sure. There's a lot of good rock music that comes out of there. A lot of cool like hip-hop music as well, EDM. It's good stuff. I think like Americans have a view that older British people are like kind of racist too, maybe. Not necessarily in like an extreme way. Like in America, I feel like it's like when you're racist, it's like really aggressive, but I think British people just like joke about race more.
So for me, being British is very different to being English. My mum is from Ireland and my dad is from Iran, so being British to me is about diversity, multiculturalism. You can be so many different things and also be British. You can be black, white, Asian, anything. So yeah, it's very different to being English. I just think of being British is like a melting pot of all of us. All the former colonies, immigration, everything. Yeah.
So the British has good taste.
I know, darling, I know.
Yesterday I told you I like your shirts.
Yeah.
2 days ago, like that. You remember? You have good taste. So because I know you have on the clothing, the British are one of the best.
Well, I think of crummy pie, really crummy pie. Tea, British tea, Boston Tea Party. We stole the tea from Britain, so we made our own tea. Spice Girls, Spice Bus, Spice Girls, Spice Bus, yeah. Posh Spice, Victoria Beckham, Posh Victoria, yeah. She's posh, right? So she's the poshest girl that I know. Well, I don't know her, but I think I know her. Oh yeah, me being on the telly because everyone's a wanker and they need to get the fuck out of this cunt. Soldiers with fluffy hats. I don't know what they do with the fluffy hats, but it's that kind of stuff. British people doing speed. I don't know what kind of speed, but speed. Fish and chips, but not the crispy one, like the non-crispy one, the oily one. Meat pies, but I don't know if they actually use meat because when I watched that one movie, they used humans in the meat pies. So I don't know if British people actually use humans, but maybe they do. A lot of cocaine. Like, not the sugar cocaine, but like the cocaine that you use that's not sugar. You know, like the ones that you buy in bulk. And the ones that they give out in clubs in your drinks.
What's your least favourite accent in the UK?
My least favorite? Manchester. Wait, no, that's the soccer team.
No, Manchester is a city.
Oh shit.
And what is your favourite accent in the UK?
Brummy, because it's crummy. Yeah, you know. It's my Brummy accent. Banana.
English is pretty nice.
Pretty nice?
Pretty nice, pretty sophisticated.
Sophisticated?
Yeah, and we have a good image on England. Because the way they speak is elegant. Apart from American English.
And what about English girls?
English girls is very beautiful.
Beautiful English girls?
Beautiful. And have a nice character as well. And very kind. I like fish and chips. It's bloody tasty.
It's bloody tasty.
I love it. But I'm very sorry, I can't speak Cockney.
You can't speak Cockney?
I can't speak Cockney.
Actually, I live nearby Manchester, so like that's why I'm big fan Man City. And like also like I used to play football in England, so like I know like you know like English people is kind of very like passionate about football, so that I like you know that kind of passion. So that's why I love the UK. So.
Okay. And you said that you wanted a British wife.
Yeah, hopefully. I know that's hard, but like maybe like you know because I love to live in England, so that's the kind of like I don't know like easiest way is kind of getting married. So like
yeah. So you want to find a British woman so you can get a visa into England?
Yeah, that's my kind of. I feel like if that happens, that's the kind of dream come true. So.
Oh, a dream come true. I hope it happens for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And what do you think about British food?
Yeah, people say like British food is not like that good, but like I think that it depends on where you live or like you know. Of course, you live in like countryside, like you know, like choice is limited, so it's situation is much harder than like you live in London or like city center. But if you live in like the city center, you can access like any food in the world. So like for me, like that is not big problem. I love like English food, like you know British breakfast or like you know like a rice pudding or like you know like jacket potato with beans. So like you know that they are not too bad. So.
If you ever moved to England,
Yeah.
where would you like to live?
maybe north because like I used to live in like Stoke-on-Trent, which is kind of very like northern city. So like I get used to their like languages and culture and like people. So like I like to live in kind of north of England.
Okay, and you'd like to teach football?
Yeah, that's the kind of my another passion because like I want to be football coach. Professional football coach in England. That's the kind of also another my dream. So like if that I gonna be like football coach in England. That's the kind of like I feel like I achieved something big. So like I wanna do that. That's my dream. So.
Okay. Well, I hope your dreams come true.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Yeah, thank you.
I will say like people that jump from balcony. I guess that it's just because in Spain we receive a lot of tourists from UK. So I never been in UK, so I cannot speak a lot about them. But I guess that is that they imagine from the news that we get like a lot of drunk tourists from UK.
You think British people are crazy?
Yeah, I think so, a little bit.
Do you think that we drink a lot?
A little. I just lately I meet a lot of British people, and it feels like really nice and more open-minded than I thought. And yeah, it's amazing. And yeah, I guess that they don't drink that much. They are not that crazy, or actually they are crazy, but in a really nice way. We have I don't know how to say in English, but we have some kind of expressions like kind of a joke, I guess. We know that this summer starts when they start to jump from the balcony. Sorry, too dark.
Okay, so first of all, in Italy we think that British people are not very clean, like they don't wash their bodies, they're always smelly and stuff like that, and they're always drunk, like at 5 p.m. in the morning or 6, drunk, fighting outside of the pub, always aggressive, like like that, stuff like that. Yeah, wagwa blood. Stuff like that. And no, actually after the votation for the Brexit, they slightly changed like the way they interact with foreigners, I think, because I was living there at that moment, and everybody was joking, of course, the way the British does their humor, jokes, but it was like sad, not funny, not at all. So British food, okay. British people, I think that British people eat just for getting fat, not for the pleasure of eating. They're eating junk food all the time, like very quick. They like finish the work and they go on a break to eat in 10 minutes. That's it. They go back to work without enjoying the pleasure of eating. That's I could not even think about that. You have to take your time, eat properly. Don't eat like this shit that you eat. No way. British women, they're very, how can I say, loud, first of all, and second of all, they look a little bit like dirty, but in a sexual way, like always come here, especially in the clubs. Italian girls like to be seduced to before getting them to bed or to have sex with them, but British girl, let's say sluts,
We're sluts?
I'm joking. You're always rushing to go to work on the train, always bumping into each other. No, you should relax a little bit more. Take your time for eating, especially. Always going too fast and too forward. Take your time.
Japanese people is so quite shy, but English people is so like crazy or super. Japanese people like to dress like English people.
Gap years, basically, and going on big trips, going to find yourself and then getting fucked up every night and saying you found yourself, coming home, no money. fish and chips, gherkins.
So what happens if you use a C word in the US?
Like, people actually think you're like disgusting. They're like horrified for themselves. They're like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, it like hurts them. Like, yeah, it's like the worst word like that you could ever say.
The first thing that comes to my mind when I think about the British people and the country is about they are very pioneering. They pioneer in many things. This is how I see the British people. It's a very cosmopolitan place. I think also music, the Beatles. Recently there is the Brexit, so many noise about this, except exactly in France also we talk about why the British they are out of Europe. It's gonna be a mess for them. So just say because the British they are pioneer, so I think they are right. So just wait and see. Maybe they did the right choice. So this is how I see the British people. And when they do something, all follow them. So this is how I see the British people. Funny people, the British humor, I like it. Even the French, they are like fighting with them, but for me, it's fine. I like the British people, they are very funny. It's an island, but it's not that island that's like an island close. No, it's very, they have many influence, and it's an example for in my mind, they are an example. In Europe, they are an example. Why everybody speaking English? All the world. This is the #1 language. So this is a proof. But England is a good country because I love the country. I love you guys, I love you British people.
So my family back in France was super strict with me and wouldn't let me do anything by myself. Even nowadays when I come back sometimes it's difficult to let me just go downtown by myself. So I stayed in Worthing. And the family was super nice and extremely open-minded and very free, and they really show me a different way of life and give me some freedom that I never had before. But so we also had some bad experiences in Worthing with everybody not being very welcoming. Let's say youngsters were not very happy that outsiders were coming in the city, and so they would often cause problems, start fights with us, and tell us to go back to our country and throw stones at us.
British people I met, like in the world, I mean like when I was traveling, they like party so much. So in my amazing of British people is like just having a party all the time, every day. I love it. Yeah, I love you guys.
Many British friends and we get along splendidly. We have such a good time. But one thing that I just can't get over is how you just take the piss out of people whenever you try to be funny. It just really, really makes me sad. Like, I don't understand when you're being serious and giving me criticism, and when you're just trying to be funny but still hurt people. That's really difficult, man.
Hey, Billie. This is Sam. I'm from China. This is what I think about English people. The guys, when they're being gay, they're more accepted. And also, I love the English accent. Their royal accent. And also, a lot of people in Chinese, like a lot of them, when they're learning English, they prefer the English royal Queen accent. In some part of China, we eat a lot of weird stuff like cats, snakes, rats. But we understand that in England, they don't eat those stuffs. And also, a lot of Chinese think that English food is not that tasty.
I don't think that British accent can be very difficult to understand, and also as a Brazilian we tend to think that you guys are very serious.
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna finish off this video in here because I need to find a face mask because this is not natural, baby. You gotta work for this. To be honest, I'm pretty shocked. I'm shocked at some of the comments Like, I knew the whole sort of like the shit food, sorry, we do have shit food and a really dark humour, but some of the other comments I had no idea that they felt like that about us. Like, I knew the British humour was really dark and dry. Typically, the ruder you are, the more you like someone, and I really like that, but according to a lot of other people, it's really rude and offensive, and fuck it, we're British, aren't we? Who cares? So I've actually had a lot of fun making this video, and I'm probably going to do more like this, to be honest. I find it really interesting. So follow my YouTube channel, Backpacker Billie, and I'll try and make some cool shit. So yeah, I'm going to go home, make some noodles, have a cup of tea, have a cigarette. Oh my god, I literally sound so British. I'm gonna have a cup of tea, a cigarette, and call my mother and my father and tell them about my eventful day. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I do really appreciate it, and I hope you found it just as weird and interesting as I did. So yeah, right, big loves. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
That's absolutely brilliant.